Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to this week's Monday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Cue the evil laugh. Uh, Tonight we have with us our lovely wrecking crew, our crew of adventurers. Down right below here we got Fang the Mang, Luke Ganj. Or down below there we got Silrak the Destroyer, aka Carlos Garcia, aka Carlos Does the World. And then down below there we have I don't see anyone in
Invisible
that
Man.
frame, so yeah. We have Wilma Chattington, played by it looks like a Nordtrek or something
John
like that.
Cena.
Yeah. So
Very elusive.
some sort of treadmill or something like that. A Peloton maybe. Not sure what
I
that is
think
in the
it's
background.
called a standing office these days.
Is that what that is? Yeah.
Standing desk.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to tonight's game. I'll go ahead and run us through a quick little recap of what happened the last time we were together, as we got a little bit of a shorter time tonight, and then we'll jump on into this thing right away. The last time we were together, we were in the heat of battle against Rubius and his cronies in the throne room of Daggerford. Solrek finding himself in his rightful throne room, a place that should be his, sitting upon the throne with the crown and scepter in hand, but he has to fight skin and bone to get this back from his evil uncle. And with an intense battle going out here, many of your guys' allies going down. I can't remember if any of you three went down. No, Sorak did go down, I think, right? Once, maybe? Can't remember.
I did as well.
And Fang as well. But you guys, of course, being the wrecking crew, were able to pull everything together and take on this evil Lord of Doom, Uncle Rubius, and Solrak giving him the rightful killing strike with a natural 20 at the end, if I recall, actually. Yeah, amazing moment. And you finally killed this evil uncle who has taken so much beauty away from you and from many people of Daggerford, and you sit upon the throne for the first time after doing such a task and many months and almost a year of getting to this point and fighting through this darkness. But still, as the black moon looms overhead in the massive windows beyond, still a reminder of the harbinger of darkness that is still here and that the end times are near, and the fight is not yet done, and you all still have a task at hand, and that is, of course, to take care of this evil red wizard Narvi once and for all, destroy his phylacteries, and save Faerun. A simple task. A simple task. But as we pick it up here in the throne room, you guys all a little worn down, but feeling optimistic of what's to come. I'll leave it to you to decide where you want to go from here.
Well, I think we need to. Is there like stairs down or anything like that in the throne room?
Yes, so Sorak would, of course, know how to get down to below the throne room. There's these like exits to the left and the right. In the middle here will take you out to another corridor area where you can make your way on down below the throne room.
I think that's the next place to go. I don't know if everybody can make it though. As I look at, Moonlord and just hurting.
And Misa. Not to be funny, but I think this would be the safest place for us to take a quick little hour breather before we run down there and get killed.
Moonlord Daviana would chime in, and as she's kind of mending her wounds and helping out the others, says, "Yes, the fight is not quite over yet. If we need a time to rest, you might want to take the time now before things get even more hairy as you go on further and try to deal with Narvi and his phylacteries. That said, I think I'm going to have to go back to the army outside and make sure everyone's doing okay out there. Now that what is done in here is taken care of, I think the castle seems to be reclaimed, and we need to make sure that everything outside the walls is all well and good as well."
Sounds like a good idea.
I guess if
think-
you guys need a rest, as we all notice, Wilma is more or less completely unscathed. I guess we can for you guys.
Um,
I grab Brutus and I put him next to me, and I don't even wait. I just sit on the throne and start taking a rest.
Moonlord, kind of grabs Chalky and Misa and looks over, kind of speaking to them a little bit and says, this is, we've done our part here. This is their fight to continue on with. We have many others out there that need us. And, I was waiting for the right moment, but this seems like as good of a moment as any. And Moonlord Daviana, she approaches up to you guys, up closer to the throne after talking with Chalky and Misa a little bit. And she begins to... Oops, let me fix the screen over here. She grabs over to her side satchel, a pouch there, and she pulls out this delicate, shimmering liquid vial with the emblem of the Harpers on it. Just, this is very specially crafted and rare ambrosia of sorts. We do not give this out lightly, and of course, it's a very extremely difficult and rare potion to create in the first place. You have to perform a ritual underneath the light of stars and infuse it with the essence of ancient magic, and well, it's a long story, but here, and she begins to hand each one of you guys these vials of this, like I said, this shimmering liquid inside of it. And she's like, this is the Harper's Starlight Ambrosia. As mentioned, this is an extremely, extremely rare and potent elixir. Not very readily available, so make sure when you use this, you use it at the right time. It's very sought after, and of course, after you drink this, drink it all down in one go, you will feel your body feel relaxed and rested and rejuvenated, and all of your true strength come back to you.
Wilma's kind of in a little bit of awe here because she knows what this is. She's heard about it before, and I always thought this stuff was just legends.
That's it really truly is stuff of legends. To be able to find the stars aligning at the right time. She kind of looks at you. I'm sure you would understand a thing or two about that. You have to be able to perform the ritual with the moon and the stars aligned in just the right moments, but only such instances come every dozen so years, maybe even longer than that. So such elixirs are not easily available.
Thank you.
You are a legend yourself. Thank you for providing these. They'll come in mostly useful against that bastard Narvi.
I sure hope so. She kind of looks behind you. You see her gaze looking back at the moon, looming in, and seemingly just get closer and closer every second. Look, don't think there's any time to really rest right now. You see her get a little bit shaken by that. Do what you need to do. I don't want to rush you, but you do have this in hand. Feel free to imbibe if you need to, and go on and fight those demons.
Are you suggesting we don't have an hour to take a short rest?
All I'm saying is that every hour is an hour that you may need.
I was kind of worried about that.
We are kind of right
Misa's
at the
looking
end.
real rough.
We made it this far as a team, and we'll make the final decision as a team. Guys, do we take a quick short rest? 1 hour. Give us a lot of strength to put in a round against Narvi and then be able to take these potions.
I will say, given our current health, I don't think we'd be able to take on Narvi. So I think we don't have much of a choice but to try and take the hour that we need to kind of rejuvenate our bodies.
I agree.
Did all of us get this potion, Nate,
Each-
or was
yeah,
it just
the
our?
three of us
The
got
three
one.
of you guys got one.
Oh, so it was not Misa. and
No,
it wasn't the sidekicks.
no, just the three of you.
Oh, gotcha.
they're gonna
Okay.
leave.
And yeah, Misa,
Back to the
Chalky,
main
and
floor.
Moonward, they're all gonna leave.
Oh, I misheard. Okay.
So even more reason for us to take a short rest.
Um,
Well,
I mean, not unless we have these potions now. I think
yeah,
we
but
should.
fighting Narbi right now and whatever else he has left is gonna be the toughest battle of all. And if we're gonna need these. If we can quickly just take an hour now and be ready to go, and in addition have these, that puts us in a much better chance of surviving this battle. This is for whole potatoes right here.
Wilma,
I
what do you
agree.
think?
We don't know what's below the throne room. We don't know where the phylactery is, but we do know eventually we're gonna find Narvi. And I don't even know if he's here.
I have a feeling we'll be close by. But this is the guaranteed safest spot for us to take a 1 hour break and then go fight that bastard.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Game for a short rest.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys begin to settle in and rest for a little bit, Misa comes up, a little worse for wear right now, approaching Fang, and he kind of puts his hand on Fang's shoulder as you guys are all kind of sitting here resting, and says, "Man, I mean, you're really something at the Summit of the Soul, but I thought you learned everything you could have with Chalky or with Master Kuki. You really pulled out some stuff back here. Some stuff I've never seen before or thought you could ever do."
Definitely learned a few new tricks to the trade on the road, especially with the help of my friends. They've kind of opened my mind up a little bit. Never thought I would have. I don't think I would consider losing my my sort of line or focus that I've had since the Summit of the Soul, but I've definitely been opened up to just thinking and acting just a different way. And yeah, definitely learned a lot on the road. And sometimes you would you might even benefit from kind of getting out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're probably right. I could definitely stretch myself out a little bit further, but lots of people that need me up at the temple too, and especially Kuki. He's getting a little old in his years, and
He's probably getting a little kooky.
you could say that again.
I won't. No.
Oh man. Well, the fucking crickets.
I will say I don't know if Kuki would be most thrilled about how I've sort of turned out, but I will say, in my mind, I've been doing what's best for not just for myself, but all of Faerun. And like I said, I don't think he would agree with some of the things I've done, but I apologize. But like I said, I've been acting on behalf of trying all of Faerun again, like I said. So take care of Kuki. Get back to him safely, please. Get some health in you, and again, watch out for Kuki. Even you said he needs it.
Of course. And go on and give it all your soul down there. I know you got it in you, and you got a lot of heart in you, Fang.
I'm so happy you guys were able to make it and to come help us and again save Faerun.
Well, the
Not only
job's
do I
not
have
done
soul
yet.
in me, but I know, I know. I always keep a piece of you and Master Kuki with me in my heart, so don't you worry.
Kind of just gives you a nod and looks back down the trail and looks over at Moonlord and Chalky and says, "Well, I think they need us out there." And Chalky says, "Wait, King of the castle, King of the castle." Always want to do that. Okay, we go now.
Bye, Chalky.
I give him a giant double-eyed wink. I love the reference.
So they all head on out. Moonlord says, "We're all counting on you, Wrecking Crew. Everyone in Faerun is counting on the three of you. No pressure." She turns out and walks away.
Narby likes to say that we will never get this. Believe me. Today we break out a cage and we get this.
Amazing. As they all head on out, leaving you guys in the throne room with the moon illuminating or kind of blocking out a lot of the light, but you see this just like darkness and like still this necrotic energy just like vibrating and twisting through the air off of it. It's sickening and super like psychedelic in a way, but it's still like you can tell that it's a harbinger of doom. This black moon. And as you guys sit here, also I guess they would also ask you guys if you want them to take the companions with them, or do you guys want to take them with you before they left out?
So, Rick, Brutus is looking awfully weak. Cuomo is looking awfully weak. And I don't think... I mean, all the numbers in the world could help, obviously, but I'm afraid that they just don't have it in them.
Brutus can, and I give him a big pat. He can hang with me while I rest. Once we go into battle, you guys can take the companions. That would be best.
Well,
We must do this ourselves.
Well, Misa and them are leaving now, so Brutus and Cuomo would probably have to leave now as well.
That's
I
correct.
think it's best if they...
I want to hang with my dog one last time, just in case this is the last time. So, we're just gonna hang out by the throne room. In that case, once we go in there.
All right, Cuomo, you stick with Brutus.
Go!
And then, I shut my eyes.
Alright.
I go back to my rest.
All right. As they head on out, your companions rest on up with you guys as well, taking in a couple of last-minute cuddles with you guys before you potentially make your way down to below the throne room and what lies there. You guys take a nice short rest, seeming like not a lot of commotion going on outside. You hear a couple of humans seeming to be like gathering around a little bit, like a little bit of chattering, but not like any combat, or at least heavy combat going on. And you guys take your short rest.
Yeah.
This is from the rank first.
Oof.
And
1,
now
2, 3,
two.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
2, 3, 4.
Alright. So are you guys, actually I'll just let you guys take care of this first.
So 15 and did my
Uh,
other one roll? 88 plus 8.
I might get back on that. I got my channel
59.
divinity.
That's a 44. Hell, yeah.
Alright, as you guys feel a little rejuvenated, I guess let's see, the fire fists are probably gone for you, Fang, right? I forget how long that lasts. the chalice is how many hours?
It's only 1 hour, so that's
Okay.
gone. But I get more after a short rest. So
Wait,
I'm good.
it wasn't Fangs of the Fire Snake, was it?
No,
That I had?
it was
It was.
the
Oh, it was
helm.
just my fire. Yeah. Let me see.
I forget how long that is.
Experience.
1 hour probably. It says.
No, it just says the flames last
yeah.
until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or stow the weapon.
Okay, so your flames or your fist or I guess it's your staff.
It's my quarterstaff, yeah.
Okay.
I will say though, no, we'll leave it up.
Okay. Yeah. Any attunement changes from anyone or anything?
9.
Nope.
All right. So as you guys all feel a little rested, rejuvenated, and ready to continue on, Solrak, as I mentioned, of course, you do know how to proceed on down to below the throne room if you guys would like to begin doing that.
Let's rock.
Okay. As you say goodbye to your companions, give them one last scritch and scroof, leaving them on up here in the throne room. Let's see. You guys begin to make your way to the western corridor, and make your way down, actually the eastern corridor rather. Make your way down a spiral staircase down there. Solrak, as you guys descended your way down there, you would of course probably let the party know that this is the location of the family's royal crypt down here. And the room, as you guys make your way on down here, it seems let me go ahead and put a different tone of music on here. There we go. Yeah, typically it was like a very kind of like well lit kind of place, place for your family and loved ones to come to pay their respects and remembrances to those in your family that have passed on. Your grandfathers, your grandmothers, your generations past. Goes on and on and on. But this is, of course, the crypt in which the Solrak family calls their own below the castle of Daggerford.
As we're going down the steps, and as Zolrek's leading the way, and as he's about to step foot on there, I just kind of grab his hand and go, "You know, Narvi knows of this place, and we may need to be ready to revisit some of your family ties." As I motion to where all the sarcophaguses are, as we're fighting a necromancer. And I just kind of make sure that Solrak's ready to potentially kill some of his ancestors.
I smile at Wilma and say, "Don't worry. Part of her family crest says, you see us again in the afterlife, make sure you stab us again in the neck for your good measure." And I laugh. And it's
Think
like,
about how
totally-
long that
totally
family crest
serious,
must be, because they're usually not that long.
We have very broad shoulders. So
It's written in
tattooed
orc,
on
so
it.
it's just like, "Arr."
It's simple.
It's just, "Arr."
Actually,
Alright.
one of the shorter things to write in that language, for some reason.
So as Wilma points out, of course, to everyone here, that this is, and as I mentioned as well, this is the resting place for Solrak's family and his loved ones, and you guys are in fact dealing with the necromancer.
Well, I would hate to preemptively desecrate my family and all of my loved ones, but could always, you know, get ahead of it.
Or take a head away.
That's true.
I think we just cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. Let's.
I mean,
I
feel
think.
like we
I
will
think we.
definitely get there.
Yeah, but I think at this point our main concern is Narvi, and in order for us to take him down, we've got to get to those phylacteries. He's going to be the
Right.
strongest one out of all this, and we might as well do it while we're most healthy.
Yeah, but
I meant
if we have to
kill
fight
them
this
before they
eventually-
come up, before he raises them. But
Well, he can't raise him if we kill him.
I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to raise them. He's pretty damn powerful. So he did to Wilmore.
Yeah, how could I forget? So we got Wilma now.
Should I pull him out all dusty? Look at him. Look at him.
Could you imagine if Narvi was able to animate him while he was in your bag? Ugh, that'd be gross.
It's a bag of dust. I don't think it would be pretty useful to Narvi. I don't know. I could literally just blow him away.
Wilma's
Not that
just
there's anything
mildly
wrong with
annoyed
that.
at this entire conversation. And she just kind of turns her back to you guys and starts casting a spell. A ritual
Oh.
spell.
Ah, very good.
I'm going to cast a Detect Magic ritual for 10 minutes while they kind of look around the areas. I'm now disgusted with them.
Yeah, as Wilma is sitting here performing her ritual, over the course of this 10 minutes, Solrak and Fang, what do the two of you guys do?
I'm gonna look just to see just who's still down here, who's still buried down here, and see if there's any new aerials from last time I was down.
Sure. Yeah, so begin to move your token around wherever you would like to, investigate, look around. Yeah. So as you begin heading on down south, Solrak, this is of course the wing of the mausoleum down here, where a lot of elder family members have been laid to rest. Right here, where you're standing in front of, is starting with your most recent great-grandfather, and across the way, you can see a placard for the crypt for your great-grandmother as well. Looks like these crypts have not been touched or tampered with at all, but as you continue on further and further, you can't help but notice some debris and rubble as one of the pillars, the support pillars, has been knocked over, and a couple of the crypt's lids down here seem to have been moved or left ajar. And as you you just see lots of broken pieces of stone and mortar down here.
I go to see if the particular crypts were opened where the pillar fell.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a investigation roll for me. Nice. 21.
Yeah, but
Cool. So yeah, you see that this one of the support pillars that holding up the ceiling in here has been toppled over, and right next to a statue has been toppled over as well. And you look around and you see that both, or actually, there's a few crypts down here, coffins that have been pushed open, and as you're investigating, looking around them, it seems as though because they're extremely heavy lids, and it'd be very hard for anyone to try to lift it up, with just strength alone. It definitely seems as though some sort of magic was used to animate or move the lids from where they were standing, and as you look inside the crypt, you see no body inside of there.
and I look up from the dead crypt and I say, guys, I think Wilma may be onto something. And I start to look around and smell and hear, see if I detect a zombie anywhere.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Yes.
7.
Oof.
Um, nice.
Mm.
No, as you're looking around though, you did a pretty good job investigating the scene. You didn't see. I mean, you noticed that there were, uh, obviously there's one way to go out of here, and that's north. At least, like, from a general surveying of the room. But it definitely seems like whatever was in here, or whomever, you look at the crypt, the placard that's labeling this tomb here, and you see it was for a great uncle, a great great uncle of sorts. Let's come up with a name real quick. His name would have been Eckel. That's not Luke backwards, but and so yeah, as you're investigating that, you definitely can tell that it seems like the body that was in here has gotten up and left, and is no longer in this area right now.
He seems like he would have been a cool guy.
Yeah, he was a total dork. Like, hanging out in the woods by himself. Very sketchy stuff.
What's wrong with being outside?
Very sketchy. Very sketchy. Anyways. Guys. He ain't here. So. He's somewhere.
While he was doing
And
that, I was kind of looking to see if I see anything that looks like a vault room.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking around for something like that.
Perception. Nat 20.
Nice.
what?
Fang, yeah, surveying the room, going around.
20.
Being a crypt of sorts, there's definitely a layer of dust that lingers on down here. And although it's very low lit, or very dimly lit in here, you seem to notice a couple of footprints on the ground that lead you up to this area right here. And as you are observing it, you notice that there's definitely you see the Solrak's big family crest right there, and below it says, in the afterlife, you better stab us," or something like that. And as you're looking at it, you notice that behind the crest there seems to be a ever so slightly small, like, crack in the wall, where you would imagine that the wall would pull apart and separate.
Hey, so we got the vault room over here, guys.
See? And I point to the family crest.
Yeah,
Very
open
sure.
this thing, Solrek.
It's not something you necessarily go around opening, but
Well, you gotta get in
Yes.
somehow.
and I get in between Fang and the vault. Knowing Fang's sticky finger history, now that this is my vault again, I make sure he can't see as
Sure.
I try to, like, open it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. As this is going on, I would say that, Wilma, you probably have wrapped up your detect magic ritual at this point. So as you get this spell pinging off any sort of magic around you, it's a 60-foot radius, 30-foot.
It's 60 foot and it lasts 10 minutes, so I think I can like walk in sense, right?
For sure. I just wanted to, like, let's see, drop an aura or something.
Detect
So
magic. Yeah. 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
All the magic.
There we go. So yeah, as Wilma, standing here, you begin to walk around different areas, checking everything out and trying to ping any sort of magic. As you get on over, let's see, here to the left here, you see an entrance to another crypt room here, where you see a grave of sorts, a coffin, a stone sarcophagus that has been, seems like it's been tampered with You see marks on the ground, a candelabra knocked over, uh, and a book sitting on an altar in front of it as well.
I just kind of mutter to myself, "This one looks important." I make my way over to
Yeah,
the book, and I'm assuming I notice this big scratch mark on the ground.
yeah, certainly. As you make your way on over, you notice these ancient tomes that sit on top of this altar at the foot of the crypt here, and yeah, you see all these kind of like blackened, necrotic. I'm not sure if it's like as you're looking at it, it's like at first you think a stain like this, possibly blood, but as you approach it, it doesn't exactly have the appearance of blood to you.
Is it like black?
Yeah, it is darkened. It's black.
Would I know if it's Ducium?
Go ahead and make a Arcana check. It's a skid mark.
Solid.
7. I think Wilma's not too familiar with the whole Ducium everything. It's a very obscure, esoteric kind of rare substance, and hadn't been around too much with the party talking about all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's not really sure what it is.
Do you call us over? Ask us about it?
Probably first take a look at the book.
Yeah. As you begin to approach the book, your detect magic does begin to ping now as you get closer to the coffin itself, and you see a faint glow with your magic pinging off within the coffin itself.
With that, I would step back and go, "Guys, something's off here."
I stop what I'm doing, and I sound like I'm scrambling the door again. Just so Fang has no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Oh,
And I
come
go
on.
over.
We're literally at the vault room.
Something tells me we should listen to the little lady.
Something tells me we need to go after the phylacteries. I don't.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't even,
I
you don't
mean,
even know how to
look-
spell phylacteries. Relax. Go and follow Wilma.
I bet you I could get closer than you.
And I said, "What's up, little lady?"
They just kind of like point to everything, and it's like, something's off here. There's is there any idea what kind of magic it is in the coffin?
It's some sort of it's not like conjuration. It's not necrotic. I guess it would probably be evocation kind of magic.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Um,
Yeah, but it's not like you're not 100% sure. We'll just put it at that right now. Probably
I just kinda-
transmutation.
I feel like someone took extra special care with this one. Any idea? Any of this stuff? Black stuff on the ground, or I kind of glance over at the book, see if I can read anything in it.
Black stuff on the ground, and I look at what he's talking about, and I try to figure out if it's Ducium.
Yeah, you can make
based
an
on
Arcana
my
check.
Previous experience. But I have advantage since I've actually seen Ducium.
No. Good. I like it though.
Worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Arcana. 16.
16.
Out of 7.
So how do you like investigate? How do you check it out?
I know not to touch it.
Touch
So
it.
I just basically bend down and I'll shine my Dawnbringer up to it using the light to see if it's the same sludgy potion that I remember Ducium being. And, my nose is pretty powerful, so do a little quick.
Sure. As you're looking at it, I'm not sure if you probably haven't seen Ducium like in a dried up kind of crusted state or anything like that. Only like in its liquid, putrid kind of form. But as you're observing this, with almost the light of the Dawnbringer is almost absorbed by the blackness of it, and you had this unsettling feeling that you're fairly certain that this is indeed some stained Ducium on the ground.
Fang. Or towards Fang. I said, I think it was wise to listen to the little lady.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily stop the task at hand. But
No, but
I don't.
hold on. I look to follow the trail, like to see where the Ducium exactly is. Is it in the coffin?
It looks like as you're checking that out, it looks like it started from around that area, and whatever it was like, it's heavier at that point, closer to the coffin, and then gets lighter and lighter further away from it, like closer to like where you are standing right now.
So whatever it is, I have a feeling Narvi is using it to raise the dead.
I'm wondering if there's any. There's got to be some sort of significance to why there's more of it at this. Whatever this is in front of us. But
Kind of move around over here a little bit. Kind of, you said there was like a shiny object in the tomb.
Yeah, you're definitely pinging something in there. I guess, and I just put it in the chat, but I think it's probably abjuration magic. I'm not 100% sure.
That's I just basically
Yeah.
it's not like necromancy.
Yeah.
I kind of signal to the guys. I think there's something in there.
Yeah, take a look in there. See if I can spot what it is.
Go ahead, and as you begin to look inside there, you can make either a perception or investigation roll. Because you look inside and you don't see anything immediately.
Ooh, that one.
But Wilma, of course, as she sees you look on over in there, and you kind of throw up your hands like, I don't see anything in there. But she's like, can clearly see something glowing with her spell from within there. And as she sees that, it seems like it's actually like kind of below where the bottom of the floor of the coffin is.
So like there's like a hole. It's like in the coffin.
It's a trap. Yeah, it's a trap coffin.
yeah, let me check this out. Maybe I can, So I kind of poke my head in there to see if I see anything. Try and get a little down and dirty.
Yeah, go ahead and make a investigation or perception.
Also in that one.
Same thing. You're just kind of like knocking around on the bottom, and just throw up your hands again.
So I guess as
So Rick, I think Wilma's losing it here. Let's just head on back to the vault, shall we?
well, as Fang's in there and he's really into this vault and he was into like this person, I just make a mental note like he really likes other people's stuff. And then since I see him up there and he's safe, I kind of go up next to him and kind of peek my head and my ears around.
All right, go for it then. Let's see what you got.
I get like advantage since I
Nat
got
one.
notes
Nat
up there.
one.
16.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Because let's see what's going on. There you go.
There it is.
20.
All right, so let's start at the top then.
Nat 20.
So yeah, as you go ahead and you find you're like feeling around on the bottom in here as you see this something's glowing from beyond where you can see where the floor actually is. You find finally as you're feeling around like a trap, a secret false bottom on the bottom of the coffin, and you're able to slide that over. It creaks as the stone pushes against the stone, and from within there you find a scepter of sorts.
I call over to Solrak before I touch it. And
Yes.
go, any idea whose sarcophagus this is?
And I say it's yours. And I start pushing the lid. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, but
So Solrak, you would know that the way that your guys' crypts are designed and set up are that these two main rooms that come off this central room, the room to the west and the room to the east, are reserved for the current or the most recent king and queen.
So you're saying that's my dad's?
Uh, yes.
Oh, oh boy, this is awkward. I take a second and put my hand on it, but like you said, it's empty. God damn it, guys. Narvi pretty much probably raised my dad.
I'd kind of point in there, and I'd go, well, I think your dad might have left something. As I kind of point to the scepter.
Is that his Solrak?
As you
Try to
see
grab it.
this scepter, you see this gilded, bejeweled, probably about 3.5 feet long scepter lying in there that you know very well to be the scepter of ages. The scepter that is, of course, yes, given to the current king of the kingdom of Daggerford, and is viewed with the wisdom and authority of the kingdom and all the previous ancient rulers. And of course, that the legend holds that whoever wields the scepter shall possess the power to unite the kingdom and usher in a new era of prosperity and peace.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. And I, as the rightful king, go grab it. Take it.
I kind of stop his hand before he grabs it, and I just kind of go, are we sure this isn't a trap?
As you say that, you also notice, Wilma, with your natural 20 real quick, you notice within the coffin a torn piece of fabric.
Yeah, like,
And
what-
also kind of in the false bottom, obfuscated in there. Actually, I'm sorry, I changed it up. There's nothing else down there.
God damn it. What kind of, like, what color is the fabric?
It's like a crimson red with some sort of darkened stain on it.
So I'd kind of look at that, and I'd pull out the piece of Kinchinabom that I have, because I'd remember, even though there's obviously a vault, I was always under the impression that there's like a pocket dimension in here that we have to like open with it. I'd kind of pull that out and see if I get any sense from the crystal.
As you pull out the crystal, as it emerges from the darkness of your pouch or your bag of holding or whatever, it stays stagnant as a normal type of crystal would, but ever so slightly you start to feel a hum, a vibration, a warm kind of tingly sensation in your hand as a small light begins to illuminate from within it. But you feel, as it's holding in within your hand and kind of shaking about a little bit, you feel it almost like a magnet pulling your hand to the northeast.
I just kind of look over to Solrak and I go, you can do what you want with the scepter. This was obviously, there's a reason all this is here, I think. I would just kind of leave him with his scepter to make his decision.
Pick up the scepter.
There you go.
All right. As you take the scepter, Solrak, you feel something loose on the bottom of it. Like almost like there's a cap or something at the end of it.
Unscrew it.
As you unscrew that, a small rolled up piece of parchment rolls out onto the ground down by your foot.
Go pick it up.
As you pick it up, there seems to be a parchment, of course, with some sort of writing on here, and immediately you recognize the writing of your father. And it's written in some sort of cryptic kind of message. Will you roll? Will you roll a intelligence check for me, please?
Intelligence check. Yes. 7. God damn it.
I'll let you roll this with advantage because it's like a father-son thing. Okay.
Even worse. I'll use.
It's kind of like really shaking you up right now. Yeah.
I'll use Indomitable. See if they reset my thingies. No, they didn't. Did my lucky reset?
I think it's a long rest.
Yeah, I think all that's a long rest.
Yeah, my superiority die reset, so that's good.
Okay. You don't have what's it called? Not precision. It's a different one. No, I don't think you do. All right. Well, what the note says itself, you're maybe not 100% sure what exactly it means. But you see, it says, "Seek within the heart of stone, where shadows linger and secrets are known. Through the passage unseen, a path to the truth shall be seen. Beware the whispers of the past, for echoes of betrayal may be cast. In chambers dark where spirits roam, lies the key to reclaiming the throne. Follow the signs that ancient lore imparts, and trust in the wisdom of thy noble heart."
You want to throw that in chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me type it down first.
Yeah.
I just came up with that in my
If you
head.
want to repeat it
Nah.
14 times for me to...
I gotcha.
Well, it does sound like the spirits of either the spirits of my family's past are going to be used against me, or even my own knowledge. And we're definitely going to have to fight spirits.
Well, I think if the king's here, I kind of look over to the other crypt on the far right, then I kind of look at Solrak. Should we go see who's over there? There's another tomb on the far right.
Would I be safe to assume that that should be the queen, the current
Absolutely.
queen? Okay. I take a big deep breath. I walk over there as well.
Okay. Wilma,
And
before you're... Yeah, go on real quick, and I'll do Wilma in a second.
I'll look around to see if there's also like traces of Ducium or dried up Ducium anywhere.
Okay, sure. Real quick though, Wilma, as you with that natural 20 still, because you rolled 30 total. So yeah, you notice also on that altar with the tome sitting out there, it seems to be as you look at the cover real quick in the spine, you see in an ancient tongue it says the Grimoire of Shadows. And you're kind of looking through it real quick. You're just kind of flipping through, and it seems like it's some sort of like ancient tome containing forbidden knowledge of necromancy and dark magic. something that's been passed down through generations and generations of evil scholars and sorcerers and what have you. But also you notice that there is a dagger, inscribed dagger, sitting on the altar as well. Um, and with that dagger, it has a black dragon in flight inscribed on there.
As you know, I do kind of one of those where we're all walking out together, and I just start marching in place while they keep walking, and then I just kind of like flip the book, like, so the dagger's in the middle, and I just kind of think Candlekeep will probably give a pretty penny for this. And I take the
French
book
chairs.
and the dagger.
All right, love it. Solrak, yeah, as you go on over here and begin to investigate, this area seems a lot more well kept. No destruction, no debris, no rubble on the ground. And as you're looking around for stains or anything, yeah, this place seems completely undisturbed over here. Seems honestly how you remember it, beyond the darkness that lies within here currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the actual crypt to see if there's anything in there. Try to open it.
Alright, as you go on and try to push it open, it's extremely heavy, as I mentioned. Go ahead and make an athletics check to try to do it, without breaking it or anything. 12. As you kind of grunt and try to push it off, your feet slipping on the ground. You can't seem to budge it, but you do notice that there's a nice layer of dust sitting on top of here, as if it's been undisturbed for quite some time.
Would you say it looks like sometime like years?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Okay. Okay. So that's good news. All right. That gives me hope. And I'm gonna look around to see if there's anything else here that could be useful for us.
Sure, yeah. As you begin to look around a bit over here, poking around, don't really find anything that seems to be of use for your guys' current adventure, unless you want any sort of candles or candelabras and reliquaries and things like this. Things that are given in remembrance and to pay respects and homage to one's lost.
I don't know. You guys want to rob anything else from my precious family vault while we're down here? I haven't been down here in years. Trying to save the fucking world. But
I mean, if you guys
it's a good time to desecrate and ruin my fucking family past while we're trying to do something good,
Are you trying to insinuate something?
Oh no, nothing. Just make sure.
Yeah, it's almost like taking a dead body out of your pocket and making jokes about his dust, right? It's kind of similar, right?
Yeah.
I totally get it.
To be fair,
I wouldn't want people desecrating bodies of loved ones. It's a total valid reason.
Wellmore would also find that joke funny. So, this is what you want. Find that in your little book. I hung out with that man every day.
Isn't the foundation of our friendship pretty much built on us talking shit about each other and to each other?
That's right.
Anyway, can we get to the vault?
And I just think about the last 3 days that I've spent with these people.
3 days, yeah.
Then I go back to the vault.
Yeah.
And
Eso.
I'm going to try to open it again, but this time I'm really making sure that they don't know how to open it.
I'm back here, Sorak. Don't worry.
I've got Kunshinabom out.
Yeah, you
I
feel
really
it
don't
still
give a
humming and vibrating magnetically, almost pulling you up in that direction like where Solrak is.
them.
Just so you guys know,
Space.
I do really have a feeling we're gonna have to find my dad. And he was kind of a bad motherfucker, so
And just so you know, I
Get ready
really
for that.
don't. The only thing I'm worried about in this vault is the phylacteries. Nothing, no fortunes or anything like that. Fortunes are nice though, but
Can't you see?
that's. I said they're nice. I didn't say I wanted them. I just want the phylacteries. This is all your stuff, Sorek.
Yes, that's right. It's my stuff. And I look at Wilma.
Now, Wilma, I do think we are entitled to some sort of compensation once all this is
Oh
said and
my
done.
god!
I'm
It's-
kidding.
now it
I'm
begins.
kidding.
Just like I was compensated by what for killing the fire giants that killed your village.
Hey, just so you know, I banished fucking the fire giant. That was badass, and you know it.
Let's
I'll send you a bill when we're done. Don't worry.
let's just focus on getting into our vault.
Our vault. I
Thank
just
you,
look
Wilma.
at him. I'm not gonna disregard that word. God damn it. I'm gonna focus on getting into my family's vault.
Yeah, we're all gonna get into our vault, and then we're gonna kill our dad. It's gonna be great.
There's that word again. And I start trying to open my vault.
All right. Yeah, as I mentioned, you see on the wall here, your family's crest. And as you described it before a few games ago, there's tree roots that go down deep and run down, and they almost go down to the floor all the way. And this looks very similar to how the door going into the throne room looked as well.
That's cool. Try to open it.
All right, yeah. As you try to open it, you don't see any handles or anything like that, of course. But as I mentioned, you see your big family crest, just as you did when you're entering the throne room.
I pull out Bomb, and
I said I opened it. So you just cut the middle steps and just open it.
How'd you open it?
I don't know. It just does. It knows my wants and needs.
it's a sentient door.
I think Wilma does too.
Look to see if it's something with the roots and the trees, roots in the ground.
Yeah. So you begin to look into that area again, same as you did when you were looking at the door outside of the throne room, and you notice that there is a spot in the crest where there looks like something could be placed within, and of course it hits your mind again. It's oh, my family pendant.
Right, totally. And then I take the pendant and stick it in the roots.
I lean over to Fang. Check out our pendant.
As you stick the pendant on in there, you see the roots begin to extend out and weave and twist as they dig into the ground. And as they do, boom, they plant in there, and the door spreads open, splitting in half. And you see within here another chamber of a couple more crypts and tombs lying in here. But you see beyond this entry, in the center of the room, there is this warm, pulsing red light standing out of a giant crystal, kind of like a stone-like thing in the middle there, and you just see this pulsing slowly with this red energy.
I have a feeling I know whose energy that is. I point to the creepy, glowy red energy.
Yeah, as the door swings open, Crenshin Bond is definitely humming and vibrating heavily in your hand.
Is the what's like the general shape of like this centerpiece? Or I'm just kind, or I guess I'm further like checking out like its physical features
Tell me more of
and
what
how it's.
exactly you're trying to find out, or you know, word in another way of what you're trying to find out. Actually,
Like is so you said it's like this energy that's like within like a large
it's,
stone in the center. Is
yeah,
that is
it's,
that what
it's
you
like a
said?
faceted, like crystal kind of stone in the center right there, with this red pulsing light. It kind of goes in and out and feels like this warmth across the room.
Yeah, so like I guess what I'm kind of getting at is like is that stone a shape and like what's just kind of like the surrounding
No, it's
stuff?
pretty like circular and like kind of faceted like that, like a like a etched crystal or gem of sorts. It has like kind of these like brackets holding it into place. These metal kind of brackets.
And you know, when you say pulsating, what exactly like does that look like to
Like the
us? Is it
light
just
uh, grows brighter and brighter, and then dims down a little bit, and then goes a little bit
okay?
brighter, and then dims down.
Figured. Okay. Hmm. So what's going on in here, Sorek? What are we looking at?
So right, this is a room that you were not aware of.
Never seen this place in my life.
Hmm.
But if I had to guess, you're fighting an evil red wizard, and well, that's red energy. I think we should destroy
I,
that.
I kind of, I mean, I guess I would have saw him read that paper and he would have shared that with us. And I go, pull that paper out again. I kind of go through it, and it's like, seek within the hard stone, shadow lingers, secrets. And I just go, I don't know, maybe not. Just
You
kind of.
think, because if I do recall, that that young intern of Narvi's that came into the tavern, she did mention that finding Narvi's phylacteries weren't as easy as kind of walking into a room. Lo and behold, I'm wondering if that's a way to get to just exactly where Narvi would be hiding his phylacteries.
I think,
Maybe that takes us
from my
somewhere.
understanding, this is the key, and I'm holding Christian a bomb. It's definitely pointing. I'm assuming it's vibrating towards the big red ball.
Absolutely.
It definitely wants us to go there.
And I think we abide by that.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
I just kind of look at them both like, I'm not going in there first.
I take out my Dawnbringer, shine the light in front of me, and walk on up. And since I've never been in here, every step I take, I'm very careful. I'm looking around for anything that could be a trap, anything weird.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
If you want,
I don't know if
Sorak, we can
anything
all hold
pings off
hands
the
and sing Kumbaya as we enter.
magic either. Do love a good song.
Appreciate your
Yeah, you're
sarcasm.
not
I'm
picking up
trying to
any
make sure.
magic right now, Wilma.
Damn it, 7.
7, alright. Yeah, you begin to walk on in. No traps triggered or anything as you walk on through this room. And as you get closer and closer to this, kind of geode in the center here, you can almost hear in your mind, like, it sounds like a tom, like a tribal kind of drum. Boom, 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 boom.
Hachi.
As you get closer and closer to it.
That's pretty badass.
For the record, Solrak, I was not being facetious. I actually think it would be best if we held hands as we walked in, for the sake of getting there and making sure, if one person got hurt, I guess we all get hurt.
Okay. You did say a pretty sarcastic Sandin, though.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to if I was coming off that way.
Yes.
But so sounds fine.
Wilma can be.
Yeah, so as you guys begin
And
to...
also-
Yeah, go on.
Real quick, I'm looking around. What are these coffins here? Who are these people? See if I can figure that out real quick.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and as you begin to look around over there, you don't seem like notice any markings to distinguish like one from another. But make a investigation roll.
Investigation.
12. Yeah. With that investigation, you would notice that these seem to be the stone and the make of them seem to be fairly new. That's all you're really be able to tell out from a 12. But the other ones show wear and tear, a little bit of age. These seem pretty fresh, pretty new.
So there's like these are just brand new coffins in here.
Yeah.
Is it like, is there dust thrown around? Like, is this whole room just new, newly created?
As your guys are looking around in here, I mean, a lot of like the construction, in this room seems to be fairly similar to the previous areas, but the roof in here, or the ceiling rather, it's about the same height, like about 10 feet, 15 feet tall. But Solrak, as you're like pushing your way into the other space, you see the red light pulsing and glowing in there, but you can't seem to see where that red light reaches up to, which is strange because you're down below, a couple of feet or whatever below the throne room. It's strange how tall up this really goes.
This is weird, you guys.
Can I check out the coffins too? I'm curious as to who's in here.
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, there's no markings or anything to signify like who is who or anything like that. But yeah, investigation.
Yeah.
Could also
that's
be
fine.
part of Rubius's side of the family once he took over. But
That's true.
the light, this area raising as high up as it does, that's weird.
Do I get any magic off of the
Oh
pulsing
yeah,
thing?
the pulsing thing. You're definitely getting magic off of that. That's probably. Let's see.
It's just the pulsing thing, right? Like it's not
Yeah.
like the floor or anything like that.
Yeah.
And Christian Mom's going nuts at it.
It is. Yep. Yeah. It would be a conjuration spell, conjuration magic.
All right, I'd put Shinabom away, and I kind of like look through the gaps where all these ones are in front of us, and I notice like the one on the left looks like there's like papers on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the right has a pickaxe, and the one in the middle has a book. And it's kind of, I'm gonna slowly walk, like really slow tiptoe, give some space, and try to come up here and investigate these guys up here.
Sure. Yeah. As you're walking on in there, go ahead and make a perception check. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. Okay. Wilma, as you're beginning to make your way on over there, checking out this this left crypt, where there's a singular sarcophagus in there, kind of being extremely careful not to get too close to the center pulsing geode, as you begin to hear a sound coming from above you.
sound coming from above me.
Mm-hmm. It just sounds like a exasperated kind of like groaning kind of sound.
I would slowly back up and like not tilt my head up, but see if I could like look through the top of my skull with my eyes.
Yeah, I'd say with your passive perception and what I rolled on a stealth check, you are backing up and you see as the red light pulses up and shines bright up there and pulses down, you get these brief moments of illumination where you see a bulbous creature floating on down. And Fang, you, as it begins to descend, and you guys can all now see it coming down into the red light, you hear... And Fang, being able to understand any spoken language, you hear it say, 3 more kills. And that's, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Another fucking
Nice.
beholder.
It's the one. It's the one we killed.
It is the one you
Oh,
killed.
God.
It's a zombie, yeah.
It is an undead beholder.
Right.
At least
But
he's undead,
I was
so-
trying to get a sneak attack on you, so you're lucky that didn't happen. All right.
Yeah, I do have a huge pass.
Exactly. I rolled a 17 on. Yeah, so it was pretty high, but let me delete these out of here. Drick, Rubius, Misa. Okay. Everyone's rolled. Fang, you are up. As he is, we'll say he is 25 feet in the air.
All right, so let me ask you this: is this like? So I'm looking at him. Is this like a space back there, like its own little room,
Where?
like where I'm pinging?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see it on there. Yeah, that's like it's another like crypt back there.
Got you. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do then. I am going to. I see this undead beholder that we had taken care of once. So what I do is.
And you do notice that, of course, as you have chopped off an eye stalk, there are a few eye stalks missing from it too.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
and
I
he's undead.
pull out with my phone, my prayer wheel, and like my amulet, undying flame, just kind of starts to illuminate, and this kind of bright light just kind of shines in his direction, and hoping I can kind of scare him away as I cast Channel Divinity, Turn Undead.
Okay, what's the radius on that, though?
30 feet. Hold on.
So you're gonna have to be like right underneath of him. If he's 25 feet up.
Okay. All right. So let me move.
Wisdom save, right?
Hold on. Why am my shit moving? There we go. Let me confirm. Turn Undead. Wisdom save. Yep. 18.
Nah, that's an 8.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so he's got the frightened condition right now. And he has to spend his turn
Is it
running away.
frightened? Yeah.
Yeah, you just did turn undead, right?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think it's frightened. I just think it just has to turn and run away.
Okay. I think he... Okay. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Okay.
Oh, and then so after that, I'm like, all right, guys, don't attack it. We have some time to now figure out what the fuck we want to do.
Well, I was gonna get on my broom and go slash it to death, but again, we can let it run away for a while. I don't know. eventually you're gonna have to kill it, you know?
Yeah, we have about 1 minute to figure out what the fuck we want to do.
Hmm.
All right, so
Can
what we're gonna do right here then, if you guys aren't going to attack it right now, I'm gonna have him just fly back his 40 feet. Actually, he will instead, because there's more space up, he is going to fly up. And what's his movement speed is 20, so he flies 40 feet up away from you guys. We'll say that you guys have, if he has 1 minute of this, you guys have 10 rounds of, trying to decide what you want to do right now, essentially.
How high is the ceiling in the other section that we just came from? Like
It's like 10, 15 feet.
So that's 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, in this area right here, you can't even see where it hits.
Yeah. Okay. So I see him shoot up,
Mhm.
and I just kind of look at the guys, and it's like he has to be close to the ground, and I just kind of start funneling back. I'm gonna use my. So like this area is 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Correct.
So I would go here, and I tell them to we should go even further back. Like we should. You guys just see me like kind of hot tail, like come on guys, to kind of get over to here, with the idea that now he's got to come in the middle, and we can just all ready our attack. So once he turns the corner, everyone busts his ass once, and then we can
That's
try
a
to
good
bust his
idea.
ass again. And I'm assuming in here again, it's a 10-foot ceiling, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, because
I'm
then he
gonna
can't.
dash.
60 feet over, and I'll be on the other side of the door and wait for the ambush.
All right. So it sounds like that's what you two are definitely doing, and just holding like an action of sorts. Right.
I'm gonna attack him with my Dawnbringer. Sneak attack him when he goes to the door.
Okay. And Fang, what are you doing?
Are the walls in these rooms like 15 feet as well?
Like the ceiling, yeah. It's
Alright,
about
that's what I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll run into this first one, and then I yell out, "So are we not doing anything with the light in the center?"
Not yet.
Unless you got an idea.
'Cause it could be Narvi, but it could also be the Heart of Stone.
I think we have to jump in.
Yeah, so you have to investigate that bad boy. But let's kill this bastard first.
Okay. So Fang, yeah, you guys, like I said, you have like 10 rounds. So I'm assuming the two of you, you're, Solrak and Wilma, you're fine, just being out there and holding your action, essentially, right?
Yeah, we're put. We're
Okay.
set,
So
but-
Fang, what else do you decide to do right now then?
So between what that intern had kind of told us and how Wilma has been with her
Mhm.
little stone and this, I'm trying to figure out if my hunch is correct, that this is perhaps can I investigate this to see if, like, based off of all of those little, like, details, like, I can kind of deduce that this is maybe a way to teleport to the phylacteries or something
Sure,
like
yeah.
that.
Make an Arcana check.
22.
Yeah. So as Wilma kind of has called out, and as you guys like have said over, this does, in fact, with the cryptic message that it seems like maybe King Gilliam, Solrak's father, has left behind for you all. It seems like this may be the Heart of Stone, in fact, and that Kiri, the apprentice of the Red Wizards, speaking about a portal that you guys needed to find down below the throne room, and this to you seems like all the signs pointing to this to being the portal, and that you need, of course, the piece of the crystal, as Wilma mentioned, to be able to enter it.
Guys, I'd rather take my chances on jumping in here than fighting this beholder. I mean, remember that one beholder, it killed 3 of our buddies and almost killed all of us. Okay? Not only that, we have Narvi to take care of. Okay? I think this is the way to the phylacteries, but we can't get any further unless we use Wilma's stone that she has.
Oh, we all got a piece of stone from
Yeah.
Krishanabam, I thought.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Did we? Okay.
Okay. Well, if the flood.
I didn't know if that was like the same stone as we were all holding to kind of destroy it.
Yeah, it's the a piece of the obelisk outside. You guys have all grabbed a piece of that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if the beholder can't follow us, then it's fine to go in there. But since it is undead, we can put a much heavier hurting on him this time around than we could last time.
Okay, but we're doing no good for just waiting here for another, and I look at my imaginary watch, like 35, 40 more seconds.
Are
And
we sure that the beholder can't follow us?
I'm not really sure of anything, but standing here is not being proactive. We have very limited time, and I have a very good feeling that this is the way.
I know that this is the way, but what I'm worried about is that we go and rather than killing this beholder here where we have the chance and we have it outnumbered, now we get to another realm.
Our
Narvi's
numbers aren't
waiting,
changing,
that thing
Solrak.
follows.
Our numbers
well,
aren't
just,
changing.
just pull
Our
out
numbers will
Krishanabam and try to go
absolutely
in.
change. We will go from having it outnumbered to not having it outnumbered. They will absolutely change. What do you mean?
3 against 1 here or 3 against 1 in the vault. You decide.
This is
I'd rather 3 against 1 here. This is when we have a 15-foot ceiling that it has to fight us under versus the unknown vault. Where Narvi might be, any other creatures might be.
We don't even know if it's able to follow us.
But I have a feeling Narvi, you figured out how to bring him back. I have a feeling you figured out a way to bring his fucking.
if you're
I'd
gonna
be
do
a-
something, Fang, I
let's go.
suggest you do it right now because I feel like we've been talking for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I jump in.
So do you? How do you jump in?
Well, guess I would pull my crystal out first, and I just literally throw myself in there.
Okay. As Fang pulls out the crystal quickly after you guys have this quick shouting match across the room, as above Fang, you guys just hear as the beholder is just floating up there and saying, "I'll kill you, motherfuckers!" And Fang goes and grabs the crystal out of his bag real quick, says a quick prayer to Lathander, and dives headfirst into the stone. And you guys see a wash of red light just pour across the room here, and washes away. And as the light disappears, Fang is no longer there, and you hear the beholder's groan getting louder and louder.
I just scream over to Solrak. I guess we're going in.
As you see it descend out of the darkness now. You're muted, Sorak, so if you're saying something important, we're not catching it.
Did you run, Wilma?
I'm
Let's see.
standing up in the middle right now waiting for you.
Okay. It's because of the angles. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. And I run towards the thing with my piece of stone in hand.
Alright. Both of you guys, as you're running down here, roll acrobatics checks for me, please.
Okay.
Wouldn't the beholder been like
1.
400 feet up?
You drop 500 feet around.
You can drop 500 feet around?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Okay, so that's a 3. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Sorak, you go running on over as quickly as you can as you see the beholder descending down. Wilma, a little far behind you as you look, and you see, you turn around to see her kind of like trailing you, and you look back ahead and you see the beholder about 10 feet above you. What do you do, Sorak? Do you dive in?
I swing at the beholder. I jump and swing at it. It's 10 feet.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll attack.
31, baby.
31 will hit.
Okay, that's this plus this. 16.
All right, 16 damage. Cool. As you strike into, you watch as you slice into one of its eye stalks, and it goes like wiggling around all loose as you strike into one of the muscles. You now, face to face with it. It looked like it was charging up something at Wilma, but you have gotten its attention. Go ahead and finish your attack round real quick.
I'm gonna attack him again. Let me do these.
You see,
17.
it's like big bulbous central eye, which does not look like cloudy and glazed over now. It's focused on you. 17 will hit it. But you watch as one of the eye stalks to the side sees Wilma trailing behind and focuses over on her. That's 21 damage. You can go ahead and roll another one. And as it focuses over on her, that's a 3. I need Wilma to make a Constitution saving throw as a beam of energy comes shooting out at you.
41.
Cool. You will just take... Ooh, that was a big roll. You take 16 points of necrotic damage as this beam blasts into you as you keep on running. Solrak strikes into it. Let's see. Yep, again. And you watch as that beam, that eye stalk that just shot this beam into Wilma. You strike into that. And let's see what you do. 14. Yeah, you cut that one loose. It goes flying across the room quickly as it recoils and lets out this gasp. You guys now have a second of space to move if you'd like.
And you counted the 23 damage for my last.
Yeah,
number,
I got it all.
Okay, beautiful. I said,
I'm
Wilma,
going in the circle.
come on!
I'm going in the circle.
And now that I see that she's safely in there, I'm gonna jump on in.
All right. With piece of the crystal shard in hand, one by one, each one of you guys fly on through this this faceted pulsing geode in the center of the room here, and you feel this warmth as your bodies collide with it, and boom, 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 you guys roll across this space on the ground, right by Fang, who has already found himself in a predicament, but we will find out what that predicament, I think, is the next time we get together.
I knew it.
I feel like it's a good place to call it for right now before we dive into the next room and everything like that.
2 beholders in the next room.
To be beholder or not to be beholder?
I like it. As long as he doesn't go through, that's one less beholder.
We shall see. Awesome, guys. Thanks for hopping on this quick one.
Just to hit him.
Love it.
Nice little quickie. Yeah, but we will see where this this portal takes you guys. This heart of stone, as the cryptic note says. Bum bum bum. Awesome. Alright, guys, we'll go ahead and we'll take a short rest for the week. I guess we'll probably be back on Sunday. With that, right? Probably a busy week for everyone.
Yeah, hopefully Sunday.
Yep.
Sounds good. Full session Sunday, and we'll see exactly what kind of predicament the Wrecking Crew has gotten themselves into. So take that short rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. Later, guys. Peace out.
Later, Peter. Peace.